So we're going to talk about z goes to z squared. But we can't make the graph the same way. So we're going to have the complex plane here. And then we're going to have we're just going to square it. And then we'll end up over here. The new point.
Okay.
Okay, so did I stay on camera? Well, I did.
And z is a complex number.
Yeah, so pick a few and let's see where they go. Alright.
So let's see, you could pick.
I'm gonna get some different colored markers here.
1 plus 2i and 1z.
Well, why don't you start much easier than that?
Oh, okay. Just 0.
Okay.
0. Z squared.
Alright, so 0 goes to 0.
1 and 1 plus 0i
Okay.
would also stay 1 plus 0i.
Okay.
2 plus 0i would go to 4
Alright.
plus 0i, and then
How about some negative real numbers?
negative 1 would go to 1. Negative 2 would go to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would continue like this.
Okay, so interesting. So where does this function z squared send the real line?
It sends it to this, or the right half. It sends it over here.
Okay, great. Let's look at another line and see where it goes. What line should we look at next?
Maybe the imaginary line.
Okay, great.
So, just I squared would send you over here, negative 1. 2i squared would send you to negative 4. And this would continue. And for the negatives, negative I squared would send you to negative 1. Negative 2i squared would also send you to negative 4, and so on.
Okay.
So it sends this line here over to the negative reals.
Okay. So the imaginary line, imaginary axis, here. The green marker's not so great, but that's alright. Goes over here.
Yes.
And zeros on both of them. So we have something interesting happening. So let's pick one more line here. Maybe numbers of the form a plus ai.
Okay.
So
Something like that.
that line here. But so before we even get started, what do you think is going to happen to this line when I square it?
I think it's not going to fall on one of these lines. It's going to have a slope not of 0 or undefined.
Okay.
I think it will still go through the origin.
You think it'll still go through the origin?
0 plus 0i.
Okay, nice.
And I think it'll be a straight line as well.
You think it'll be a straight line? Okay, even though we're squaring.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well why don't you do the calculation and see where a plus ai goes to. I don't know, maybe you can squeeze it in down here.
So, let's see. If you just square this, you'd get a squared plus a squared I, and then another a squared I, and minus a squared. So you'd get, these would cancel, and you'd be left with 2a squared I.
2a squared I. So what can we say? Why don't you plot some points here with the orange marker? I'll take that one.
So 1 plus I, this point, would go to 2 times 1 squared times I, so 2i. Here. 2 plus I or 2 plus 2i would go to 2 times 4, or 4 times I, so 8i, somewhere up here. And this would continue for the positive part, or above the origin. And let's see, it looks like it would stay on this part because you have the a squared. This would square the numbers to be positive numbers.
Okay.
So it seems like this line here would go to this part.
Nice.
And then, well, possibly this other line here would go to the bottom part. Well,
Yeah.
we don't know.
You're right. That's actually what would happen. So it's very interesting to try to imagine what this looks like. But one thing that is the same, at least, about this is that every point except 0 has 2 things that map to it.
Yeah, you have.
So you had the 1 and -1 went to the same thing. I and minus I went to the same thing. 1 plus I and
minus 1
minus I went to the same thing. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at some more complicated functions on a computer program.
Okay.
Alright?